home and having a relationship. Those are kind of the three things.
I think that what makes America a different country is that we do have, I wouldn't say we have absolute freedom, but we have a lot more freedom than we have in other places. So I think what the American dream is that opportunity to fulfill your own personal desires. And, you know, for some people that's a traditional path, and for others it isn't. And the ability to have that freedom of choice, I guess, is what I see as the American dream. To be able to live your dream, you know.
American dream is the interrelation of several needs, like job, family, success in life. That's what the dream is.
A lot of what you hear is like gay people want special rights, and that's kind of changing now, when really what gay people want is just the same rights, not special rights.
If I'm capable to doing something or achieving my goal, it doesn't have to do anything with my sexual preference.
I think that gay people get treated as that they're whiny and asking for special things and wanting everybody to know about their personal lives. Like I heard a lot, why do you have to wave a flag around? Why can't you just be, you know, why can't you just keep that to yourself? Well, because it's a big part of myself, and if I have to be silent.
And so the Catholic Church is very, anti-gay. I mean, now I guess they've changed their position a little bit, but still it's, they don't really accept gay people as full human beings, really. It's like you can acknowledge that you're gay, but you can't act on it. Well, I mean, it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't get that part of it, you know. But I think there's a whole thing about fear, about being honesty, about coming out.
Even though your life is like abomination, you know, that you want to be treated specially. I think mostly what I'm seeing these days is most of the kickback comes from religious people, ironically, the ones who are supposed to love everyone as themselves. Yeah. They are the most likely to condemn people to, you know, a life of hell because you're a sinner. And
A little bit of outcast in a society, but everybody, as long as they respect each other, there's nothing they can do about it. We are already there, we've been there forever, and I think we have to learn to live together in this society.
the flip side of that is then we have a celebration of a wedding, and somebody else has got the picture of their baby and their husband on the desk. And so all these other people who have alternative lifestyles are told that it's not okay for you to talk about your real self. And that I felt like was, did it threaten my job? No, but it was demoralizing. Mm-hmm. Personally, like, I think it's not so much about the religious relationship of marriage, because that's something I think people's choice about how they view that. But as far as like the rights of all American citizens, absolutely. I really think that anybody should be able to marry. I think if two old people want to get married because they want to have somebody that they can have as their like person, whether they're lovers or not, I think should be irrelevant. As a gay person, marry your partner. That's your American dream, and yeah, you should have that freedom.
Yeah, why not? Equal opportunity for everybody. Why not? I'm for that.
Yeah,
I guess, yeah, because, one, equal rights for everybody across the board. You know, the main concern is health issues, right now. Mm-hmm. And then how we struggled with that for a couple of years, remember that?
And as the AIDS crisis showed, the horrors of like people not having access to their loved ones when they're like ill. So many guys who couldn't, be visited by their lovers because they weren't their family and stuff like that. It's just hideous, and it's so counter to the American dream, So, yeah, it definitely should be.
Yeah, for me, I think that it's part of what human beings, like, is that an expectation for human beings that they should be married? Okay, so it's more of a human right necessarily than, marriage is between one man and one woman,
Right.
Yeah, men and women should get married. The interesting thing this year this was, so Albert and I joined a civil union last year around, on June 2nd, right? We got our license on June 1st, and then we went
Civil
and
union, right.
had our civil union on June 2nd. And so,
I think that gay marriage should be part of the American dream. I think that marriage should be an equal opportunity. I think that your marriage is a commitment you make to another person. And personally, I've just never felt like that mattered who that other person was. And when you're in a relationship that's based on love, you know, number one, I feel like there should be no I really don't think that the law should have anything to do with it. But when it comes down to legal rights, and that's what marriage does for you in a lot of ways, financially, health benefits, all those kind of things, status, why should I be excluded from that because my partner is a woman? Because our relationship is a marriage. And if I choose to be married to her, it doesn't matter what the state says to me. However, I want to be able to have those advantages, and I think any person who wants to be married ought to be able to have those advantages.
They consider you as a fairy, they consider you very feminine, you know, always. It's so many different ways I could see that come out in a negative way, but it's kind of hard to try to go back on what I went through, but I was really shy at the time and not really realizing who I was, or was I in the right place, was I in the wrong place, you know, why was this me? I remember my mom would always tell me, your plans to get married, have kids, I want grandkids, or have a wife, and that's not what I wanted. And when I came out to her and I told her that I was gay, and she was kind of shocked. My dad cried. I remember he said I was the only child who never did him wrong, never got in trouble in school. And my mom was saying, you need therapy, you need to go to the doctor, you know, they're going to cure you. It's like, you can't cure this, you know. It's something that I knew at a very young age who I was and who I, you know, was proud to be.
No, almost indefinite. There's no really definition of the American dream, being a part of being gay, or gay marriage and all that. Completely. But a small part, yes.
Great.
if you don't believe in gay marriage, then don't marry a gay person. You know what I mean? It's like, what does it have to do with you? You know, it's just the idea that, oh, what does it take away from heterosexual marriage? You know, so that's all these important things. And it should be, that's a question. That is a legitimate question. Like, why does it threaten heterosexual marriage to have gay people get married? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's been a lot of debate in the gay community. They'd say, too, oh, well, why do you want to replicate what heterosexuals have done for centuries and all the problems that there are that are blah, 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 you know, whatever. But
that I haven't shook my shadow, and every day is trying to trick me into doing battle. Calling out fake up, wanna get me rattled, wanna pull me back behind the fence with the cattle. Building your lenses, digging your trenches, put me on the front line, leave me with a dumb mind with no defenses, but your defenses. If you can't stand to feel the pain, then you are senseless. Since this, I've grown up some different kind of fighter. And when the darkness comes, let it inside you. Your darkness is shining, my darkness is shining. Hey, in myself. True. I've seen a million number doors on the horizon. Now which is the future you're choosing before you gon' die? And I'll tell you about a secret I've been undermining. Every little lie in this world comes from dividing. Say you're my love, say you're my home. Till my chin back, slit my throat, take a bath in my blood, get to know me. All out of my secrets, all my enemies are turning into my teachers. Because light's blinding, no way dividing what's yours or mine. When everything's shining and your darkness is